Alright, here are the complaints on former Deputy Anthony Pute's records I pulled from a records request. This one's regarding, well, the first was they go from 2007 to 2018. There's one, there's two, there's three, 4, 5, 6, 7 documents. This one is about from 2007. It appears he was late for a court appointment. He thought he parked his squad car in the parking lot on the west entrance of the Justice Center. In his haste, he failed to get the vehicle in park. As he exited the vehicle, his vehicle then rolled back and struck an employee's personal vehicle. The department hereby imposes a letter of reprimand for causing damage to property in a preventable manner. That's the punishment for crashing into another vehicle. That one was Chief Deputy, written by, or I don't know if it was handed out by or whatever, but Stephen Moe is the one who signed it, along with the former deputy, Putes. 2008. Says there was a call. He received a complaint regarding Deputy Pute's conduct with her during the course of arrest with her ex-boyfriend. Reprimand for this one looks to be conversation with Deputy Putes. It was well received. Lasted 20 minutes. So 20-minute talking to is what we'll call that. 20-minute TT. This one I liked. Somebody called in that there was a patrol car going 100 miles an hour down the middle of the road without its emergency lights activated, and forcing their vehicle onto the shoulder to avoid the collision. Again, a signed counseling session form will be requested from the sergeants after meeting with Deputy Putes. Conversation with Deputy Putes centered around the complaint made by blank. The speed was traveling just prior to the location of the complaint and his need to drive with due regard. My meeting with Deputy Putes was, I believe that says 20 minutes in length, and is considered a counseling session, not discipline. So I guess there is no discipline for that one. Just counseling session, no discipline. Way to hold them accountable, boys. 2009. This is about one. Somebody seems like somebody made a complaint that they think they're being harassed. But again, nothing that I can see that was done. At least not to my satisfaction, anyways. I don't know. How the rest do you feel? Once again, this is the Polk County Sheriff's Department in Polk County, Wisconsin. So, this one, oh, here's a good one. They do this all the time. they ask who you are when you call. Like if you're calling in a, speeding driver, a reckless driver, if you're calling in, a noise complaint or whatever, they ask you who you are, and you say, I don't want to because I want to remain anonymous. I don't want any backlash. And they say, oh, no, we won't tell anybody who you are. Okay, well, right away, you making a complaint is a public record. So people like me go and pull public records, or if anybody wants to, people like me, I mean a citizen, anybody can do this. We can see your name. So they tell them, don't, nobody will see your name. Just tell me your name. I need your name for my report, or I need this, or I need that. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So these people found a girl next to their house or something and brought her into their home, try and help her out because she seemed scared or whatever. And they called the cops. Well, the girl went back to the house across the street, and they were kind of nervous. And so the lady called the cops and wanted somebody to check up on her just to make sure, but didn't want them to know it was her because she wanted this girl to feel safe and be able to come back at a later time. So here's how the sheriff's department and Deputy Putes handled it. They showed up to the lady who called her house first, which is across the street or, next door neighbors to this house where the girl went back to. So in plain view, from the way I read it, that's how I took it anyways. Now the neighbors know who called the cops. And then it sounds like they tried explaining the situation, and Deputy Putes kind of cut them off, didn't listen to them, and went straight across or straight over to the neighbors and asked them what was going on, and they said everything's fine, blah, blah, blah. And now the issue with this is they didn't keep this person's information anonymous by showing up to their house first. Number two is it's in this report. Number three is now the girl knows that they did it, so the lady was worried about that this girl won't trust her anymore to come if she ever did need help. It's probably true. She probably won't go back over there. And number four, if there is something going on in that house and the girl's there and whoever the problem is with that person in the house, and they ask the girl, is everything fine in front of that person, more than likely they're going to say, yeah, they're not going, they're scared for retaliation for whatever reason, so it's just not the way to handle it. And again, I don't know what the outcome with this was. Probably nothing. From what I could read, yeah, I didn't see anything. Probably a 20-minute talking to. Yeah, I don't see anything. And then here's the great one. This is his last complaint before he resigned. He decided to pull his gun out of his holster and pull the trigger and was amazed that it went off. Wonder how that happens. You load the gun, you pull the trigger, and it goes boom. Kind of interesting. Anyways, he shot his gun off in the building. And suppose this isn't the first time. This is the second time, from what I could read in the report, that this has happened. And since the first time, they put in a discharge barrel or something of that nature. So when you're cleaning your firearms, or you're taking it out of its holster for some reason, you bring it over to the tube and, discharge it into there. So if there is a bullet in there, it doesn't go astray. It goes where it's intended. He did not use that. He just pulled his gun out and pulled the trigger, and it went off. And they asked him what he thought his punishment would be. He thought a 1-day suspension. So that's it, guys. That's just one officer's complaints I got. I asked for all the others 4 months ago. I don't know when I'll get them. We'll see. But this is Polk County's way of handling business. All right. Pakawi Productions signing out.